Hi there. I didn't know you were going to be here.
Let me make sure my picture isn't on here.
It's not. It's not.
I told Maya about it, but she'd already made an appointment to go to yoga.
Oh, that's fun for her, though. All right. So tonight I wanted to first, so I'm Chris, in case you're new here when I share this on YouTube. This is my mom. She joins me every week. So I'm glad you're here, Mom. And I just have this fun, not fun. I mean, I love to pass out quotes, inspirational, motivational quotes. And I pass them out to business associates, gosh, I think like 15 years now. And I used to pass out 300 to 400 a month when I was out networking. And this was just a little inspirational one I've had that I've got a lot of feedback on. And the author is unknown. So it's called Don't Quit. When things go wrong, as they sometimes will, when the road you're trudging seems all uphill, when the funds are low and the debts are high, and you want to smile, but you have to sigh. When care is pressing you down a bit, rest if you must, but don't you quit. Life is crazy with its twists and turns, as every one of us sometimes learns. And many a failure turns about when he might have won had he stuck it out. Don't give up, though the pace seems slow. You may succeed with another blow. Often the goal is nearer than it seems to be faint and a faltering. It seems to a faint and faltering man. Often the struggler has given up when he might have captured the victor's cup. And he learned too late when the night slipped down how close he was to the golden crown. Success is failure turned inside out, the silver tint on the clouds of doubt. And you can never tell how close you are. It may be near when it seems afar. So stick to the fight when you're hardest hit. It's when things go wrong that you mustn't quit. Oh, I just found a typo on that. I don't know how many hundreds I passed out. Okay, so tonight I'm going to share on these little, the brand is Faber-Castell, and they're gelatos. And I've had these particular ones. I've got tons of colors back there, but this particular set, I think for like 15 years, and they last forever. I just don't hardly ever use them. So I started going through my supplies because, you know, I have a supply store here. And I wanted to share this, how cool they are. You get a watercolor effect with these. These are water soluble and they're creamy and they just leave, it's just fun to work with them. So let me switch my camera. So I've got this. So one of the ways I make an art journal is I make my own. So I take computer paper, fold it in half so you have the crease. I mean, I can teach how to do this if someone ever is interested, or maybe I could do a YouTube. It's really simple and it's way less expensive than buying the big heavy duty journals. And these work fine for paper, for water and paint. Like you can tell the pages are kind of crispy and bent, but I like that. I like that texture. So I just started this new journal the last while. So this is a different gelato set I have. They have glitter in them, and it's more of a metallic. And I'm going to share those on the next Wind Down Wednesday. Tonight I'm going to share this other set. But so let's see. This was done with this brand. They're vibrant. They just really mix nice together and you get a nice finish. And this was done with the set I'll share on the next Wind Down Wednesday. And so tonight I want to share this brand. There's no metallic, but I want to show you how easy these are. So you just go ahead, get some little clippies to hold your book. Wait, first, because we're going to be using water, you want to stick this behind your sheet of paper so it doesn't go onto your other papers. And you can just reuse wax paper. Okay, and then we're going to flip it down. Make sure all your edges or corners are down or the water will leak through when we use water. Okay, there that is. And then you just go ahead, and I got blues out because they're kind of relaxing like water when we use them. And you can tell these are just like a creamy, kind of look like chalk. Okay, maybe don't roll them up to try it because then you can't get them down. And you just go through and make some marks on your, just basically little scribble marks all over your paper. And this is gonna rub around a lot, so you don't need a ton. The orange and yellow I just showed you, I had too much on there. There was a lot of color. So you just need a few little spots. And I'm gonna try to get each color on here. Ooh, that's a pretty color. And then I wanted to add some white. All right. And then you take a baby wipe, or you can use a wet paper towel. This is just more convenient because they're already wet. Whoops. And I scrunch it up. And you just start rubbing it around. And you get a beautiful watercolor effect. I forgot on this particular project, I'm not using water. I did another one last night with these and I did use water. So a little bit confused there. All right, but I mean, obviously if you had a lot of paint on here and you didn't have these on here, the paint could go under there. I really don't have enough paint on here that it would have gone to the next page. But see how cool that is? How it just smears, and I love the look of it. And then it's really not wet, so you don't really need the hair dryer. So next, and again, this is just a beginner art journal page. There's like not a lot of thinking to this. So I love the vintage type, this kind of stencil. So I'm going to use, and then I pulled out a few of my distress inks. You can choose whatever color you want. So I'm going to do red. And these you can just go right off the pad, right off the ink pad. And I'm using a makeup brush. And it doesn't take a lot of ink. And then just dab it again. And I just want a light coating, I don't want a heavy stencil in there. So this will just, I love the vibrance of these, the ink pads, the distress ink. And they're just not as gooey and thick as the acrylic paint. You can use paint if you like. All right, so I just got a little bit of texture on there. And then let me cover this so it doesn't dry out. And I always store my ink pads upside down so that all the ink stays at the top. Just a little tip there. I think my mom probably taught me that. Okay, so here we have just a little bit of the stencil marks. You can do it heavier if you like. You can do it lighter. You can put it all over the page. I'm just gonna do it like that. And then I grabbed another stencil out of my thousands of stencils. It's a little bit out of control over here. I'm going to, let's use chipped. Okay, so the red color I used was fired brick. And then this one is chipped sapphire. Actually, I don't want to use that one. I want to use this one, Mermaid Lagoon. And I'm just, this might be blend in too much. Let's try it and see. I did not grab another. Oh, that's pretty. Oh, and it just covers up the gelato color. So that works just fine. And I only grabbed these 4 colors out, so we're going with these. This one is Pine Needles. And we're going to do this one. They really lay down ink nice. And I was introduced to these by my mom too. She's always used these in her junk journals. So she goes and buys something and tells me how cool they are. Then I go and get them. They just leave a nice imprint from the stencil. Anyway, so you get the idea on that. And then I love words. If you know me, they've changed my life. I have them in all my art. So I pulled out this stencil. And I wanted to see what word we want to do. I'm going to choose this one. I'm going to come over here where it's kind of blank. And you know, as you're doing this, I mean, do it as detailed as you want. You can put out as much decoration as you want. It can be busy, it can be not busy. All right. I think it helps you on this. Red is good for weirdos. Now, if I was doing this without a camera, you know, I would have had a lot more colors here. I was trying to make this simplistic for the viewer. Oh, pretty. Okay, there's that. Oh, I think I got it straight. So it's just fun like that. And then something else that you can do that I do in my other art journals, I'll bring an example one of the next times, is you can write you a message. So say, let me think of today, what's going on today. It has been a little bit stressful. So I could make this journal page about today, the past week. Let's just write, I am strong and I'm ready for tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be a busy day for me. Besides watching my grandbaby, I have some other stuff going on I've got to fit in. So and I need reminders a lot that I'm strong because sometimes I don't feel strong. So that will be good for today. Actually, I like to date it. The 24th, 23rd. 24th. So that's just an example of an easy stenciled page with gelatos and distress ink pads. I hope it was useful. I hope it was helpful. And I would love your comments if you want to leave me a comment on the YouTube channel. And I'd love for you to subscribe. Hit the subscribe button. Mom, have you been working on anything fun lately with your crafty stuff? I think you're on mute. Oh, you are on mute. Just in case you're talking.
Yeah, just working on the 3D embossing folders.
Oh, nice. With the little machine, right?
Yeah, with the Cuttlebug.
Cuttlebug. Nice. The gelatos I'm going to share next time. So when I was pulling these out of my little stash, I found this kit it had metallic gelatos in it. I think a set of 10. It came with one of these. Oh, let's see. One of these watercolor paintbrushes that you fill the tube with water. I mean, it had the whole kit. It was so cool to pull that. I think I've had it for 2 years. So it was fun to pull it out, use it. I'm going to show it next time. I didn't want to overwhelm with showing two different things, but it was so fun. And it has an embossed page, and it has like a little booklet, and one of the pages are embossed. So it's going to
Oh,
be,
wow.
I
Yeah.
colored it last night. I did some of the stuff in it to get it ready for the next Wind Down Wednesday. So, or I can show you before that. But anyway, that's a fun little kit that came with everything. So,
Perfect. Is that one of them that you sent to my house? So certain ones didn't know.
oh, no, no, I think I just bought it at Hobby Lobby. No. And I don't even think it was, I don't, I feel like it was around $20, and I probably had a coupon back then because I used to take coupons.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So that's a fun one. I'm excited to show that one.
Okay.
All right. Thanks for coming.
Okay.